All right. Welcome, welcome back, guys. How have you been? How have you been? Let me prepare everything here. How have you been, ladies and gentlemen? Since Tuesday, that we don't see each other after that tragic event in which which almost prevented us from showcasing and achieving 100% completion of the game. Right, yeah, today we'll have a pretty interesting recap in case you haven't watched the previous stream, because someone, basically, there we go. Someone, a developer, basically had the incredible idea of pretty much locking the player out of the game once they complete, where is it, this mission. Defeat the Cyclops leader. So, for those of you who haven't watched the previous part of the stream, probably none of this is making sense to you right now, but just so you know, if you complete this quest, we are doing a 100% completion of the game, right? First of all, we should mention that, though it's in the YouTube, it's over at YouTube on the title. Pretty much, you have it there in the title, so pretty much it's there. But we are doing a 100% completion of the game. And if you last time we were doing our side quests, pretty much if we are doing a 100% completion of the game, you can imagine that we need to complete. The idea is to complete all of the side quests, explore all dialogue options, explore the Treasures of the Sun DLC that I couldn't explore 11 years ago when I first played this game. And basically I chose, after finishing this one, after finishing Traveling the Crypts, we did this one last time, and we also finished another quest, and basically after that I said, well, let's go to the factory and finish the strike anyways. We are trying to convince the city council, just so you have an idea, that they should vote for us. To forge an alliance, to create an alliance against Jane Cassindor, the main antagonist of the game. So we have to convince the four Meisters of Stonebridge City, pretty much the four members of the city council, the four Meisters, and basically each one of them gives you a mission, a quest that you can see here, and pretty much you have to solve their matters. And basically we'll begin with this one. As we do it, I'll explain the recap. Anyways, we have to go back to the crypt in this case. So basically that, you need to complete the quests and everything. However, one of the quests involves stopping the strike. There's a strike over at the foundry. And you basically need to stop it. However, last time I completed that quest without any kind of issue after finishing my quests over here at the crypt. And after I finished the quest, pretty much the city was on fire. And how do I put it? You are basically locked out of all of the side quests. You are locked out of... That was fast and easy. You are basically locked out of the DLC. You are also locked out of the rest of the main quests, the rest of the Meister's quests. And basically, since we are doing a 100% completion of the game, that would have completely ruined our playthrough. The only thing...
Well, look at that sprocket! A magic command from afar can click this little widget in place and disable conflict resolution inhibitors. Clever indeed, but I'm sure I could craft a countermeasure. Listen to me ramble. Here's your reward. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to formulate my schematics. Good day.
Good day to you. Alright, that was a side quest that we left unfinished last time. So as I was saying, the only thing that saved us last time was the fact that I preemptively created 2 save slots. I didn't know that that was going to happen. But... we'll resolve the property dispute now. We'll begin with the shorter quests, and then we'll go to the bigger ones. So yes, basically you miss a lot of experience, you miss a lot of content, you'll miss out a lot of content. So yeah, basically you are locked out of everything. So that wasn't a great idea by the developers of the game, but fortunately, as I've said, the only thing that saved us from absolutely ruining our 100% completion walkthrough was the fact that I had 2 save slots. I didn't know that that was going to happen, but well, in the end, thankfully I had 2 save slots and I could go back before I defeat the final boss over at the foundry there. And so we'll be able to explore the DLC, to explore everything before proceeding. There's the DLC over there, that's Oswald. Hopefully today we can do... there it is, the property dispute. We can do a lot of side quests and the DLC.
I'm Hans. This is Baron. We have a disagreement, and we decided we'd abide by whatever decision you make.
Indeed. Years ago, the Legion settled disputes, and Hans and I have a conundrum that Stonebridge law can't resolve.
Alright, as I've said last time, I'm a lawyer, so I'm perfect for these matters.
To listen to your dispute. Since you are both willing to abide
Okay,
by
let's
the
see.
decision, we'll mediate as best we can.
Well, in this case, we are a mediator.
15 years ago,
So,
and have been selling my wares for ages. The Baron here tells me I owe him rent.
You see, I bought large tracts of land back in the days of the farmer. Hans was taken by a charlatan. I certainly didn't authorize the sale.
Yes, well, you did nothing to stand up for your claim to the land. After endless talk with the barristers, we are still deadlocked.
alright. Let's
Hans, can you explain
let
why
them talk.
exactly you think your claim is stronger than the Baron's?
My purchase to the land was vetted and signed by the city of Stonebridge. They failed to research the land's original ownership. But even so, I can claim the right of eminent domain. I've used the land for over 10 years, with no argument from the original owner. I feel terrible that the Baron's land was sold out from under him, but he had ample time to correct this mistake.
This is a difficult one. It's kind of like an acquisition due to prescription of
Baron,
the term.
Your claim to the land.
By right of original acquisition, the law says the land is mine. I bought it first. Sure, it was human lifetimes ago, but first is first. I am an old goblin, so years pass like months for me. I didn't notice Hans had set up shop and claimed my land as is until recently. I think I'm being fair. He owes me rent for the last several years, and if he wants to stay, he needs to keep paying rent or he can leave.
Well, normally this would be resolved by the prescription, but in this case, he's trying to take advantage of him, as far as I can tell. If you try to kind of like rent a property and you are not talking to the original owner, it's your responsibility. So pretty much this one was a bit tougher than the previous one, than the dispute over at the foundry. That one was easy. That one was easier than this one. But this one I also have a clear decision.
The laws are indeed at an impasse here, but I've come to a decision.
No, they are not.
So what will it be? Is the land indeed mine, or does this human get to claim it?
Divide the property? No, that's horrible. That's horrible. As I've said, normally this would be kind of like an acquisition of the property according to the term of the prescription of the ownership. The Baron is right. Pretty much, it's your own responsibility if you purchase it from someone who isn't the owner.
Baron purchased that land legally. Though the Baron isn't entitled to back payments, he may charge rent or evict Hans as he sees fit.
I see. I accept that ruling. Obviously, I don't agree, but I suppose the Baron did buy it first.
If squatters could claim ownership, our Chapterhouse would belong to thieves and feral cats.
That's the main idea behind it.
That's fair. Hans, you don't owe me for the years you spent on my land, but we'll
look at that.
Reasonable rent from now on. Thanks, Legionnaire.
Well, look at that. Even though now I'm a software developer, years and years of starting low paid off, I guess. I don't know. The previous one, the dispute that we solved at the over at the factory was easy. That one was easy. That one was extremely easy. It was either chaos or... Alright, I need to turn in some of the quests, I believe. This one for sure, so we should go to the city hall now. This one is kind of like win 3 votes, it's a general. This one, ignore it. If you are watching this stream, don't finish this side quest. Especially don't defeat the Cyclops leader, as it says there. Don't defeat him, because otherwise you are locked out of the rest of the side quests. So yeah, pretty much. Let's turn in this quest then, or this one. Both of them are at the same spot. Doesn't matter then. We have to go to the city hall. We have to go to the city hall. Doesn't matter. See how much experience we'll see now how much experience we were about to miss due to the disaster that almost happened in the previous stream. If you want to laugh at someone suffering because of a stupid game design, watch the previous stream, that's for sure. Because we were almost locked out of the... We were almost locked out of all of Stonebridge's side quest lines, and also the main quest, because you'll see that now we have several main quests. Let's see. Also, one thing that we did last time, as you notice here, our companion, we finally recruited our mid-shield there, Mount Baron. We finally recruited the warrior. First, let's turn in the dispute that we just solved.
Half a human generation has gone by without the Legion here to settle disputes. At last, that tradition returns to Stonebridge. I'll be sure to tell everyone that you got your start at our Collegium. Good for school pride and all that. Here's a little something for your efforts. Now be careful out there.
Do you have any more disputes to settle? Well, look at that. First of all, I was missing 3,700... Yeah, 3,700 gold, more or less, and 500 XP. I was also missing turning in this quest.
Back at last.
I was
Several
about
thieves
to
have
miss.
surrendered and offered statements of confession. I've been reading them. Interesting indeed. The automatons cost the city a fortune to build. No doubt their components sold for a hefty sum. If the gent is actually selling them, that is.
This is the quest that we did last time before going to the foundry, the crypt. So let's turn it in. Let's see, what was the goal of... remember that we fought... Well, if you watched it as a YouTube ball, you must remember it. When we fought the final boss of the crypt, that mage.
You don't think he means to sell the automaton parts?
Well, if he was raising money to fund his illegal operations, there are less convoluted ways of doing so. I hypothesize that he's trying to get a closer look at our automatons. To what end, I cannot say.
So I trust we can count on your vote?
There we go.
I am a goblin of my word. Of course, you will have my vote. And one thing more. Legally speaking, you were deputized by a Meister to administer discretionary justice. In other words, I owe you fair recompense. And with this, our contract regarding the matter of the missing automatons is complete. Do remember that this payment is taxable income.
Of course. The Legion isn't above the law.
Good. I'll have my assistant deliver all the necessary paperwork to the Chapterhouse. Taxes are due second day of Spring Harrow. At some point, I'll send over an assessor to determine how much of the causeway is considered taxable acreage. Now, if you'll give me a moment, I'll find the sub-schedule for arcane expenses. Hold on. Let me see where I put that.
Alright, we got 2 out of 3 Meister support. We'll get the last one here. So, perfect. We are done with this. But as you can see, we are getting experience that we couldn't have gotten because you cannot complete the quest if the city is on fire, as you could see. So, I don't know what developer had the brilliant idea of locking you out of all of this content. Had I proceeded last time, if I didn't have 2 save slots. So yeah, this is part of the strike. Majority rules is part of the main quest. Everything is part of the main quests. What about this one? Queen Roslyn. Let's see if I can exit the city and help the royalists. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, we'll save because I don't trust this game anymore. And I guess we can begin with the DLC, pretty much. I guess we can begin with the DLC today. I guess we can begin with the DLC right away. Or can I? That's leading me to the Causeway, probably. That's probably leading me to the Causeway. Alright, no. Here, we'll do a double save here. Let's see. 513. Perfect. All right. Let's see. Let me guess. It's taking me to the causeway. Hey, what's that? The caverns of Glitterdelve were first described in the journals of the famous imperial cartographers Fedwir and Clares. After the founding of Ebb, dwarves migrated to this region, and they extended the natural caverns into a vast network of mining tunnels, discovering iron, coal, precious metals, and gems. The wealth of Glitterdelve financed the growth of the early kingdom and transformed the city of Stonebridge, which lay downriver from the mines, into a major trading hub. In the middle of the 10th century, the miners dug deep enough to unleash explosive vapors, which rapidly accumulated in the tunnels, causing the Great Blast of 943. Hundreds of miners were killed, and most of the existing tunnels and caverns collapsed. The legend of Gold Sniffer Mags, the pack mule who saved the lives of several trapped miners, dates from this event. Following the Great Blast, the dwarves were forced to dig all their tunnels anew, and in so doing, they reinvented the art of mining. Dwarven geomancers built a vast magical system, the Stone Stream, to regulate the flow of water and air through the mines, preventing the buildup of explosive gas. The system is still in place today. Okay. Remember that you get experience from reading in this game. Pretty nice way to encourage the player to explore all of what the game has to offer. Here we have some loot. Perfect, more loot. And well, as I was mentioning, last time we mostly almost stumbled upon disaster because we were almost locked out of all of the side quests, even the main quests, and the DLC that, according to what I've seen, we better explore it today before we are locked out again. So today we'll do the Treasures of the Sun DLC, the Forgotten DLC that almost no one played back in the day, so we'll do that. The so-called barracks of the coast are a collection of towns, originally considered brave miner, Ebb's eastern coast in Imperial days. The barracks are more cosmopolitan than the Rook and Ball of the farmlands. For centuries, blah 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 blah. The largest and oldest barracks is Biselberg, formerly home of the Azunite Church, before Jane Cassinder built her spire. Youngest of town Drakenberg, blah 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 blah. Drakenberg has achieved great wealth by exploiting the previously untouched mineral wealth of Arabe. It has considered a population of goblins. The barracks provide most of Jane Cassinder. Okay. Lore gained, towns of the east, Ebb was colonized by the way, in the previous story that we were mentioning, the previous one that we were reading, the mules were an integral part of DungeonSiege 1, remember. You could have mules with you, and they were essential to carry, in order to carry equipment. And I guess, as I've been constantly mentioning, all of those subtle connections of this third entry with the first game are a consequence of having Chris Taylor as the main consultant of this game. Even if he didn't develop this third game, due to the fact that the license was sold to Square Enix from Gas Powered Games, they respected the creative mind of Chris Taylor and had him as a consultant. And I infer that because of that, we have so many references to the first game and such a faithful recreation of the Kingdom of Ebb with so many details that connect this game with the first entry. For example, the mules that we just read about. Ebb was colonized by settlers from the Empire of Stars, so most of its human citizens are descended from the two ethnic groups that form the core of the Old Empire, the Ilion and the Bersk. The sovereigns of the Empire were of Ilion descent, as were most of the original founders of the 10th Legion, the oldest and most distinguished Legion families are almost exclusively alien. Their traditional culture values both intellectual and martial pursuits, while eschewing most manual labor except for farming. All the alien families have names like Montmercy or Guestcard, and some reference place names like Du Marnay or Du Blanc. The Bersk, on the other hand, are renowned as craftsmen and artisans, occupations and their secrets tend to be passed from one generation of a family to the next. So that particular lineages are known as supremely talented shipbuilders, sculptors, goldsmiths, and like. All the Bersk families continue to reside in Stonebridge and in the southern port of Pisselberg. They have names like Grimelos or Grimelhaus, Mietzer, Mittersohn, and Ketzler. And their ancient language can still be heard in archaic words like Dakenweir, Beast King, or Rookenball, Bale of Ravens. Alright. They even took the time to kind of like do a genealogy of Legion families like this. This one, blah, blah, blah. And this one? Long ago, the Legion established the Crypts of the Sacred Blood, what we explored last time and what we just visited some minutes ago, to finish that brief side quest. As the most honored burial site in Ebb, Kings and Queens wanted to rise, perhaps inevitably, wealthy commoneers wanted to be buried in this hallowed ground as well. They paid for the privilege. After the Sec resurgence, the events of the first game, this practice became more and more commonplace until the crypts had become a vast underground labyrinth, institutions throughout the southern farmlands, and no one knew all its twistings. You can explore the whole crypt system in the first game. In time, the crypts were extended beneath the town of Stonebridge, stopping only when they finally met the Great Foundry. Wealthy citizens of Stonebridge still entomb their dead in the crypts, expanding the tunnels in new directions. When they run out of space, officially the crypts are maintained by no one, so all manner of vermin and the same have found him, and they don't have collapsed, and some sections are now cut off from the rest. Okay. Okay. Remember, people. Sorry for you, all of the reading is boring. For me it's not, but I know that for some people it can be boring. But the idea here is that we are doing a 100% completion of the game. And by that I mean reading all of the lore, doing all of the side quests, and besides that gives us more experience to tackle on. You cannot access the rest of the Chapterhouse pretty much. You could only access it we could only access it after when we reclaimed it. Okay. Let's save again, and let me see. This is the quest that locked us out from almost everything last time, so we're not doing this. We are not doing this because this is the main quest of the Meister Hall. This is part of the strike. It's kind of like a side quest that you can only access once you defeat the Cyclops leader, and pretty much you are locked out. So this is the same as this. The Tumbledown Court, travel to Glitterdale. This is a main quest, so I don't know if we should do it. So just in case, since I don't know if that will also lock us out of the main of the rest of the side quests and the DLC. Today is the day, people. As you can see, this wasn't planned. I finished all of the side quests and all of the side quests that we had remaining. We pretty much finished them in half an hour today. So we are pretty much doing the legendary Treasures of the Sun DLC today, people. So fortunate those of you who watch this one.
But I was asked to speak to you. To tell the truth, the circumstances were rather unusual.
Alright, this one is Oswald, right? Yes, this one is Oswald. Okay, we start the Treasures of the Sun DLC that I couldn't play 11 years ago. Basically, supposedly we're going to explore the Azunite Desert. We'll see.
All right. Tell me
Almost no one played this content 11 years ago.
To a Legion commander, Etienne Dumarnet.
Mhm.
When the Legion fell, it was said that my employer died in Stonebridge, killed by Jane and her mobs. But that was a lie. Dumarnet fled north to the Abbey of St. Hiram at the edge of the Aranoi Desert. He
There.
was seeking something there, but he never told me what it was.
Did you tell anyone else about this?
No one. I swore that I would keep silent, and I did. As far as I know, Dumarnet didn't tell any of the other household servants where he was going. So you are the first to hear this.
Remember, people, I will change the thumbnail of this stream when compared to the other ones, because this one will be special if we do the Treasures of the Sun DLC. As I've said, it's an exclusive portion of the content that has almost never been showcased on YouTube or basically online. Almost no one explored this because the game died pretty fast, and yeah, basically they released this DLC after the game was already not selling anything else.
Do you have any idea what he might have been after?
No. But the Abbey was built upon an ancient site. It's surrounded by ruins, and they date from the time of the Old Empire. Dumarnet's family could trace their line back to the founding of Ebb. Perhaps they knew something about the place that others have forgotten.
The Treasures of the Sun.
After all these years, are you sure he isn't dead?
I must confess, I assumed he was dead, caught by Jane Cassinda or slain by brigands in the desert. But now, a few nights ago, I had a dream. A child appeared before me, a boy with golden hair. He assured me that Dumarnet had reached the Abbey. The boy said that he is still there, waiting for his comrades, waiting for you.
Was there anything more?
What happened then? Did the boy say anything else?
Only this. Whatever Dumarnet was looking for, the boy said that he found it. But the secret is yours alone to hear. The boy was no mere dream. I believe that Dumarnet may still be alive, and I beg you to seek him out.
You're still loyal to this man, even after so many years?
Lord Dumarnet was a good man, uncommonly kind. When he fled, he divided his fortune among his servants. It was more than any of us could have earned in a lifetime. I used those coins to buy a house in Stonebridge, and I haven't had to work in all the years since.
Treasures of the Sun.
Dumarnet didn't have to provide for us, but he did. And I am not the sort of man who forgets a debt or a kindness.
This man can wait? No. This is important.
We
Extremely
don't abandon
important.
our own. We'll go to the Abbey and see if Dumarnet is still there.
Dumarnet was famous in his time. His name alone could win us friends in the south.
The Abbey is a long way from here, many weeks on foot. The child said you could take the causeway. He told me you'd know what that means.
Yes, I know.
Makes sense. The Legion must have built a causeway to the desert to keep an eye on our border.
Then I've done as the child asked, and I will entrust the matter to you.
Alright.
If you find Dumarnet, tell him he is not forgotten. His old retainers and friends still honor his family's name, and we will welcome his return.
Don't tell me we get to recruit an extra companion. Alright. Okay, Last of an Ancient Line. Let's see. The DLC quest is right there. You have reason to believe that the famous Legion commander Etienne Dumarnet might still be alive in the Aranoi Desert. He could prove a valuable ally if you can find him. Travel to the Aranoi Desert. Hey, could it be that we get an extra companion? Kind of like, don't tell me they locked a companion behind the DLC. It's not past them, but well. Find the Causeway Gate. Alright, let's just follow this. Let's save only one of these slots. Start the DLC. Objective completed. Start the DLC. XP awarded. 307. You even get introduction. Treasures of the Sun. DLC. Let's get to the Causeway. Let's get to the Causeway. Martin, how are you doing?
Talk to some old family friends. Spread the word that the Legion's returned.
A little more work, and this place might be fit for the Legion again.
Indeed. But first, let's jump to the Causeway and let's transport ourselves to the DLC. Alright. Through which dimension was this again? It has to be a different one. It has to be a different one than the ones that we've been using up until now. This one is still locked? Not. I don't think so. Precisely it's this one. Alright, prepare. I'm so eager. Prepare, people. The Aranoi Causeway. Precisely. Hey, there's another causeway here. Will it open? No, this one is still locked. So the DLC has two different causeways. That indicates that it must be pretty big. People, I'm so eager. I've waited 11 years to explore the legendary DLC of the Treasures of the Sun in the Aranoi Desert. Ooh, we are already there.
We're not in Ebb anymore. First time for me.
Ooh.
That must be the Abbey. Shouldn't take long to get there.
Alright. Alright. This... I don't know if you've noticed, but the textures here are amazing. Even better than the base game, probably. Okay, we'll use both spots. Not now, but we'll use the two slots just in case we fuck up. But I don't think it'll be a problem. Oh, people, I'm so eager. Finally, I waited 11 years to explore the Treasures of the Sun. DLC or expansion. It's probably an expansion. Nice particles. We are no longer in the Kingdom of Ebb, so this is kind of like brand new. This is probably tied to the second game. This inscription is worn by wind and sand. Yes, the DLC, I will read everything slowly and ensure and slowly smell and enjoy every second of it. This inscription is worn by wind and sand. May the fires of our 3 shrines burn bright. May the keepers of the flame remain vigilant in their watch. To all who keep the light eternal, know that Azunite himself shall reward your service. Okay. Oh, we've got several side quests. Amazing. Alright, we'll stop the analysis of the game for a bit then, because this is...
Quiet. I don't like it.
Luckily we have our Mitchell with us now. We have new companion. God damn it. If everyone... if anyone kind of like skipped the previous stream and is watching this one without watching the previous one, probably none of you will know what happened between the previous stream and this one. Because we changed our companion and we are exploring the DLC. Oh. Enemy variety. Amazing. Alright, let's get to it, people. Yeah, definitely I'm beginning to think that the textures here are better than in the base game, which is weird. Probably I'm not right because it's the same engine, but Those skulls on the ground have better textures, if you ask me. Alright. Besides, we still need to train our... Where is it? Our clone. Remember, it's not a well, we progressed a lot last time. I was way too tired to check out this last time. But well. Hey, have you noticed something? The scroll bar is not centered for any of the abilities. That's a sign of rush development. The scroll bar is not centered. Look at it. Okay. So, as you can see there, that's our clone, but still it's not a tank. As you can see there, if I finish the mastery bar there by simply using the ability, the duplicate summoned, it will lure all enemies, even if Reinhardt is closer. So yeah, pretty much. We'll have... That'll be huge because it will be kind of like a mandatory tank for enemies that they cannot avoid. Like this, see that they are attacking me because I'm dealing more damage naturally. Finally, I looted a TL quality weapon, a TL quality item for this guy. Block, and it has less block. What does this have? Ah, well, but it increases raw armor. Okay, better. Pretty much the only stat that's better than block for my tank is armor, basically, because it doesn't rely on a percentage chance. It's kind of like, hey, look at those pauldrons. Nice. Yeah, we need gear for our meat shield. Let's see here. Nice. Oh, goddammit, I'm so eager to explore this DLC. Guys, you have no idea. I've waited 11 years for this. And you are privileged indeed, because we are all privileged indeed, because this content was pretty much ignored by... Almost no one played this exclusive content, because the game was dead by the time this was released. Pretty much. So yeah. So I'm eager to see what we stumble upon. Okay. There you go, another one of my famous Circles of Geomancy. No, it was Circle of Annihilation or something like that. Ah, I will savor every second of this. They should have included it with the base game, I mean... Yeah, not a common practice of a Square Enix, but well. This is huge. Is this a door? It has to be. Ah! Well, not exactly a door, but... Hey, is it me? I don't know that this will sound... I know that this will sound stupid, but... Have you noticed that this is pretty much the only... It will be the only... part of the game that is pretty much a desert, the only zone that is pretty much a desert. And have you noticed that they created kind of like a specific sound for the footsteps? Kind of like on sand, because in the rest of the base game you never walk on sand. So they specifically created the sound of stepping on sand for this level. Try to look at it to hear it. Can you hear it? Increase the volume over at YouTube in case you cannot hear it. But yeah, I can clearly hear it. That's amazing. We got some gargoyles there. Our classic enemies. I got killed. Thank you. Better activate the clone. Yeah, I remember that those gargoyles they hit like a truck. They hit like a truck. I need to keep my guard up. There we go. Thank you, my meat shield. You did a great job. Treasures everywhere. Damn it, the gold here is the gold. The drops here are much better. They drop a lot of gold. Okay. There's no save. There's no save point. There we go. Let's improve our game because let's play better because I am so delighted to finally explore this DLC that I'm not paying attention to the combat. Let's pay attention to it. Oh, we got gargoyles. Careful. Those are dangerous. They deal a lot of damage. They deal a lot of damage. The gargoyles deal a lot of damage. Back when we finished the Gandoric Manor side quest, we had a taste of what it is. So we have the mirror lip node, perpetual momentum. I think it wasn't. Yeah, there we go. I'm lacking. I know, creative destruction. Finish. Creative destruction. It's at full damage. 5% per rank. 25. Amazing. Geometry of annihilation. Full. And this one, heightened concentration. Ring hand focus regeneration is increased. Perfect. This one. Full focus recovery. Electric. No, confirm. There we go. Hey, look at that. We unlocked the final section of the skill tree. Good. Good. Shokano. Status fixed. Damn, that's these all suck. The focus cost of all Reinhardt abilities. God damn it. This is amazing. Pretty much two abilities that suck 100% and one amazing ability. That's this game in a nutshell. That's this game for you in a nutshell. Heroic charge, shield wall. What else do we have? Unbridled wrath. Ignore interruption from enemy attacks. Unstoppable wrath. I think I already completed this one. So he has a stun. Extra healing. And I completed this one last time, which is extra knockback. Lucas gains an additional 20% bonus ability DPS per rank when using heroic charge. 20% bonus ability DPS per rank when using heroic charge. It's this ability. This one is tempting. Block value. Go okay. Well, he he uses that charge a lot, so heroic charge automatically critically hits any target with less with less than 10% health. I know, but this percentage increases by 10% per rank, and the other one 20% bonus ability DPS when per rank when using it. And the other one is 50% probability overall. We already have a lot of those. Or this one. Has a 20% chance to ignore interruption from enemy attacks. Well, anyways, yes, he can. They dodge in this game. The artificial intelligence does dodge. So this one is two-handed and the other one? Oh no, this one is one-handed. It's probably not this one. The one that he uses the most is this one. It heals 20%. Ah, this one is. Additional 20% damage straight away. We'll go with this one, I guess. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So we can kind of like compensate the fact that we haven't invested with less than 1/3 of her remaining. It's a 7% chance per rank to shrug off attacks when he's under. Deal no damage. Oh. No, well, it. Oh boy, this one is death defying. It's what? At the end of the day, it's a 35% chance. Could it be a 35% chance of ignoring attacks when he's under 25% health? Oh, all right, that's a lot. 35% chance of. Let's heal and let's recover. Let's recover focus. Both of them at the same time. Alright. Oh. Another side quest. Look at that. Warning. A giant sandworm has been sighted nearby. It has devoured every person who has ventured into its lair, including several well-armed adventurers. Do not be lured by rumors of treasure in its belly. This creature should be avoided at all costs. Of course, new objective is slay the giant sandworm. You know what we're gonna do? Oh. You know what we are gonna do, people? We are going to attack the giant sandworm. Of course. Hey, another warning. Warning. A giant sandworm has been sighted nearby. It has devoured... It's the same. Is it me or we're surrounded by... Combat has ended. What? Where's the combat? Ah, there. There you go. Careful, there's a gargoyle there. Burn. And the circle killed it. Alright, there's another objective there. So we are, of course, going to ignore it and kill the giant sandworm first. Did we explore this zone? No. No, definitely not. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's heal a bit. Can I save now? Combat has ended. God damn it. Combat. Ah. You were right. How about now? I'm pretty sure I killed everyone. There we go. Alright. We'll create a third slot, if you don't mind, just in case. Alright, giant worm number 1. They are on fire. They won't last a lot of time. I am beginning to think that there were more worms behind the first two. Okay, let's recover our focus. Anyways, in case you are wondering, the enemies respawn if you get killed. Oh. First boss fight of the Aranoi Desert. Nice. Let's see. Giant sandworm. Nice. Nice try. I'll have to use my ultimate. Enhanced Geometry of Annihilation. Take that. Try fighting over here. It will not only stun you, but it will also heal me at the same time. And I can go for a second one there. Damn it. Now we are in. Cannot believe it. Burn! All of you. There we go. That will also feed my orbs to go once again for the Geometry of Annihilation. For the ultimate Geometry of Annihilation. Hey, the joystick vibrates when that thing is about to come out. Where? That's right. Double circle. Take that. What the? Don't run away. There we go. Nice. As you can see, the ultimate... My ultimate ability also stuns them. Let's see if by slowing them, I can prevent them from running away. Nice try. Hey, not bad. This guy takes a lot of damage. That's for sure. Uh-huh. What the? Let's go. There we go. Let's recover our focus. And let's finish this. Burn, burn, burn. There we go. Nice. That was a pretty good warm up. That was a pretty good warm up. Let's see what other secrets the Aranoi Desert has in store for us. I think it was a first try. Yep, we killed it first try. I mean, I'm savoring this. With so much pleasure. It's been 11 years since I... Here we have another worm, right? It's been 11 years. I always wanted to explore this DLC, people. I bet this will be the only footage over at YouTube with this, pretty much. Besides on hardcore difficulty and Abbey of Saint Hiram. Besides on hardcore difficulty and with a 100% completion walkthrough. So, yep. This is the very definition of exclusive content. We have several quests now, right? The Holy Shrines have lost the Keeper. Let's see, I bet it's the one that we passed. Okay. That we passed by. Yeah. Damn it, today's a stormy afternoon here in BA City. It's a stormy day. Kind of like there's fog all over the place. Hey, I can loot this. No, just description. These Lescancy weapons were battered by violent winds and partially buried in the sand. If a sandstorm was responsible for what happened here, it must have been powerful indeed. The shrine must be here.
Azunite shrine must be centuries old.
Indeed. Let's read the inscription. The inscription says, "This flame is dedicated to Hathras Unok." Don't ask me to pronounce that correctly. "Who brought Azunite's light to the Empire. We pray here in his memory for the grace to give comfort and healing to all who seek our aid." And we have a save spot, some loot, and the objective. 1 shrine down, 2 to go. Ultimate abilities. You have just unlocked the first of 3 ultimate abilities scattered across the Aranoi Desert. By praying at either of the other two shrines elsewhere in the desert, you can acquire their abilities as well. Note that you can only possess 1 ultimate ability at a time, so each time you gain a new ability, it will replace the old one. Oh? What's this? However, an ultimate ability has been gained for the first time. Once an ultimate ability has been gained for the first time, you can always reacquire it by visiting any of the 3 shrines and selecting from the menu. You are now able to use Hathras Unok's Embrace ability, which can be activated by pressing holding down both left stick and right stick simultaneously. What the fuck? Each use of this ability consumes all of your remaining power. In order to activate this ability, you must have at least 1 full power orb. Hathras Unok's Embrace heals the player at a greatly increased rate. The amount healed increases with the number of full power orbs that the player currently has, while the duration of the heal decreases. You have to be kidding me. They locked... You have to be kidding me. They locked a whole row of abilities behind the DLC paywall. God damn it, pretty much the game is incomplete without this. Activating Hathras Unok's Embrace Heal. And the other ones, can I at least see what they do? Yes, we can see what they do, people. Zeria's Wrath. Anyways, we are going to unlock them all. Unleashing Zeria's Wrath creates an explosion of fiery radiance that sweeps away all who stand before it, damaging all enemies in a radius around the player. Press and hold left stick and right stick simultaneously to activate this ability. Damage is determined by the number of full power orbs that the player has when activating this ability. One or more. Alright, yeah, they all require that. And then we have Elishiva's Shield. Or Elishiva's Shield creates a barrier of force that protects the user for a short period of time. Hold on, increases the number. The duration of the effect increases with the number of power. So this one is kind of like invulnerability. Well, I guess we'll find them out. Well, I mean, so I'll select the only one that I have. Cool, I mean, look at that down there, around my portrait. Zuriel the Sand Shaper. Alright, second boss of the day, people. This DLC is certainly turning out to be pretty... Yeah, they pretty much... I'm beginning to think that they pretty much ruined the main game to develop this. You had a lot of spawns. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Those are all gargoyles. Damn it. Thank you. Let's heal. Hey, we could try using the ultimate ability now that we have to heal. So I press left and right stick. Wow. That did work. It was an instant full heal. Not bad. Not bad, people. Not bad. God, I mean, I cannot believe it that they locked a whole row of abilities behind the DLC paywall. God damn it. That's definitely not what you do if you want to. If you want your game to sell well. God damn it. I can't believe it. I wasn't expecting this at all. This guy's well, must have been violent in the partial burn in the sun. Okay. Let's see. Let's get to the Abbey, and we will have the other quest, the shrines, kind of like selected. Anyways, both of them are through here. It's pretty much the only way to go. Abbey of Saint Hiram. Okay. God damn it! Look what we were missing. If I hadn't backtracked some minutes ago. There we go. Okay, looks like we've arrived right at the moment
You're welcome, friend.
of the
This is
lecture.
the Abbey of St. Hiram. Sister Eleanor will want to meet you. I think she's praying in the chapel.
Ah, so we meet actual humans.
Sister Eleanor will want to meet you. I think she's praying in the chapel.
Okay. Damn it, now I feel like I'm playing that I'm talking to Altair or Ezio from Assassin's Creed. These waters are consecrated to radiant Azunite. Cleanse yourself in the pool and be born anew. Can I? Let me guess, I recover health. Player respecialization. No, god damn it, you have to regain. They also locked respecialization behind the DLC paywall. By bathing in these magical waters, you are able to regain all the ability, proficiency, and talent points you've spent so far. You will then be able to redistribute those points as you see fit. Taking advantage of this wondrous ability has a price, however, as the waters will not confer their blessing unless a sum of 20,000, 20,000 coins is deposited into their depths. Reinhard Manx, would you like to re-specialize this character? This is irreversible and will cost... No, not now. Lucas Monbaron, you can also re-specialize the companion. God damn it. Hey, we have a store in here. You sell goods?
We have weapons and armor to trade. Have a look at our stall if you like.
God damn it, let's see. This must have the best gear. Yes, it has the best gear around. My orb is actually... It's actually outdated. Let's see what we have. There's a legendary there, but it's for Katarina. Let's see this one. Hey, this one is not that good. Well, it has a 70% stun chance. I'm saying not that good. Sunsilk Best. So, agility. Don't I have a talent which actually transforms agility into damage? Because if, or was it Lucas? I think it was Lucas. Let me see. Because if I do have that here, Reinhardt's agility contributes to 10% DPS per rank. That's the very definition of brutality. So this one reduces my attack by 14 points, but it increases my agility by 69. So let me see which was the percentage. No, where is it? The abilities. Let me see. So 69%, 69%, 69, 69, 69. Reinhardt's agility contributes to ability DPS, only ability DPS, by 10% per rank, and this thing has five ranks, so it's a total of 50%. So 50%, 69. Yes, it's more than 14. Yeah, it's like 30 something. Perfect. Yeah. It's at least 34. It's like adding 34 points to ability damage and reducing basic attack damage by 14. Okay. It will reduce my hit points though, but it will increase my armor by the same amount. It will reduce my block chance, doesn't matter. Doom doesn't matter, but I will have fire. Besides, I will be able to lead them on fire. Okay, that will add also damage over time. Good. It's definitely legendary. Well worth the money. What else do we have? Armor, bloodletting, armor will, agility, armor. The one I'm using increases attack, right? Sadly, the locus here is not that good. Enervating dynamo. No, and a sword for Lucas, something for Lucas Montbaron. There I see a legendary shield, this one. Antique Azunite shield, legendary. Plus 12 armor to the one that I'm using right now, and plus 52 warding, which I still don't know what it does. However, it reduces the block chance by 10%. It won't save us. I mean, armor is more, as I've said, armor is more important than block chance because armor will always be applied and block chance it is a possibility. Basically, it's a possibility. It's not kind of like 100% sure. That it will reduce the damage. Armor, blah 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 blah. No, I don't like. Well, this one could compensate the block chance that we lost, but no. This one increases armor. No. Hey, well, our gear was kinda more decent than what I originally thought. What's this? The one that I have. Yeah, but it will take out the Chaos Vampire. Attack plus 3, agility plus 1, so this one would increase. Yeah, but it's only one. It's only one, and I would lose the Chaos Vampire, which actually provides me with health. No. Those two were the main ones. They were legendary after all. All right, and then dependents. No, we're good to go. And we should sell all of our shitty stuff once I. Okay, I think I have a legendary orb there. I must have just looted this. Death Glass Lattice. Just in case you are wondering, this my main attack orb, this one, Heart of Darkness. I kind of like looted this at the beginning of the game. I'm using the same orb that I got at the beginning of the game, so I think we should change it by now. Well, god damn it. Plus 69 will, plus 49 agility. Alright, we need to change it. Problem is that that's a legendary orb there. Wait, because I have to transmute the other one, the enchantments of the other one. Where is it? I cannot fuck up here. If I fuck up here, there we go. Heart of Darkness. Transmute the item. Obtain minor vampire. Alright, the item disappeared, but I got back my incredible mods. So let's now apply them to this one. Let's enchant it. This is kind of like my main attack. This will be kind of like a huge bump. The vampire, please. Vampire minor. Warding, no. Retribution, no. Where's my vampire? He didn't have a vampire. Stagger? No. Vampire. There we go, vampire. Chaos vamp. Anyways, bloodletting. I think bloodletting it means that you get, that you get health from basic attacks, and vampire gives you health from abilities. Let's see. 1, 2. Let's use all of them. I have a lot of money, so 25, 30, 35. Stagger, no. Warding, no. Retribution, no. I don't know what Retribution does. Doom Major. I'm running out of money. I think. Do I have enough money? No. Oh, yeah, I do. Let's do it. And I still have enough. Damn it, I've created kind of like the ultimate, most deadly weapon ever. Alright, that will be a huge bump in terms of damage. Look at the price of that thing now. Look at that. It has Chaos Bloodletting, Chaos Vampire, and Chaos Doom inherently. 69 will. 69. Today, the number today is 69. 69, 69, 69 in everything. Alright, let's see. A Sun Silk, best. Let's see. It will reduce my stamina, it will reduce my attack a bit, but the agility will contribute to my attack, to my ability damage. Basically, our ability damage will be off the charts, as you can see. 211, and if I do this, 246, and our basic attack will basically be a bit weaker, but then we can compensate that with the rest of the Chaos Poison. I don't know what that may be, but that looks good, and besides this is plus 16 armor, and well, here there's not much to see. I mean, this one, stamina, attack. Yeah, for now this one is better, but once I can enchant this one, it will grow. Maybe I can transmute this. I think I'll run out of money, but well, we'll see. Tough Cornet, Collision Alumni Circlet. No, 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 no. Let's see this one. You mean this one? No, no. Boots. Nope. And the rest, Heroic Clogs. No. Nothing at all. Nothing at all, people. Inductor of Blight. Let's see. Increases the will. Chaos Withering. This one further increases ability damage, but I know this one is for. I know, but this one is when you have the one-handed stance, which I basically don't use. I could basically ignore that piece of gear, but well, okay, ready. Please, Lucas Monbaron, please, a shield. We need a decent shield. There you go. That should help. Finally, you'll have a teal quality sword. Everything's coming together. I wonder if they don't have good boots. Let's see this one. It will reduce agility, but well, I want him to be a mid-shield, so yeah. And then the two-handed sword. I know, but that one gives him agility. Right, perfect. Let's sell the rest. Sell, well, except for the rings and the trinkets. And our essences, of course. Sell. I need to recover money. No, that one, not that one, because I need to transmute that one. Buy back. Not that one. That one will be at the end, right? No, it's there. It's there. I need to be careful. Heroin, blah, 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 blah. Nope. Stamina will block, blah, 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 blah. No. Goblin safety pants. Nope. There we go. Yeah. Let's see if we can transmute that best. Transmute this one. Price. I know you don't have to pay in order to transmute. You have to pay in order to enchant. Let's see, retribution. Well, I don't know what retribution may be, but this one's a major one. It adds 25, so Well, no, not yet. We'll see next time. We'll see next time. Okay. I wonder what my orb looks like now. Hey, he does look like a real knight now. What the? His gauntlets. Look at that. They have an animation. Damn it. Yeah, I guess we can all agree that the warrior has the best animations. And I still have enough as to respec in my case. Aranoi Desert, blah blah. We'll respec at the end of the walkthrough because otherwise you you people will probably kill me. I've already spent enough time.
I'm not allowed to unlock the gate. Not unless Sister Aranoi gives the word.
Okay. Warning. Mad Matthias, the infamous Lescancy brigand, has recently been sighted near the Abbey. He may be accompanied by a gang of cutthroats and thieves. Outstanding charges against this criminal include murder, assault, and mule theft, contributing to the delinquency of a goblin. Okay, whatever. We will overwrite 2 of them. You said I cannot... What's this? Warning. Professor Jabberhack, formerly of the Stonebridge Collegium, is rumored to be hanging out in the Aranoi Desert. According to his former colleagues, Jabberhack has been conducting illegal experiments on the bodies of the dead. He's extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Right, we've got 2 criminals here, but just like the monk said,
Sister Aranoi,
we need permission.
I'm new to the Abbey myself.
Ah, it was another one. What about you?
Are you looking for Sister Aranoi?
Yes.
You'll find her in the chapel.
Okay, let's see. It has to be
I was in
her.
the Abbey Tower and I saw the old causeway come to life. You're legionnaires.
We are indeed.
I'm glad you made it here safely. Not everyone does. Not even the ones who are armed as well as you.
What has happened
I
here?
fought undead monsters in the desert.
What?
Is this place under some kind of curse?
Yes, but it's always been like this. Centuries ago, long before the monks built the Abbey, this was a religious center, a refuge for an Azunite patriarch and his followers who came here from the Empire of Stars. Then they turned to heresy, and the Legion was sent to destroy them. Now they haunt the ruins, sometimes asleep.
Godami,
sometimes not.
Godami, they created kind of like a dedicated camera angle for the conversations in this DLC. I cannot believe it. I mean, we've never seen this camera angle in the previous 6 streams that we've played. Godami, they had a specific camera angle for this. I cannot believe it.
Not to be rude,
Look.
but you're a lot more hospitable than the other Azunites I've met.
When Jane rose to power, the monks of this abbey turned away from her church. We do our work in Azunai's name, not Jane's. I'm sure she'd like nothing better than to teach us all a lesson in obedience. Fortunately, she's very busy and very far away.
God damn it, people. God damn it. An exclusive camera angle only for this DLC.
His name is Etienne Dumarne.
The Legion hero, yes, he was here, but that was years ago. He went into the vault under the Abbey. No one ever saw him again, and the vault is sealed. We don't know how to get inside.
We were told that Dumarne was here, waiting for us. Maybe he got out of the vault.
No one at the Abbey has seen him, but if you want to know for sure, only one person could tell you, our former abbot. His name was Simeon. He showed Dumarne how to get into the vault. They went inside together, but only Simeon came out.
Dumarne was looking for something here. What's inside the vault?
The greatest treasure of the faith. We don't know anything more about it apart from the name. I've lived all my life at this abbey. I've read every book I could find, and none of them gave me so much as a clue. That must be what Dumarne was after.
Is this Simeon still alive?
I think so. He abandoned the abbey years ago. Now he lives out in the desert, somewhere in the ruins. If you're going to look for him, I'll ask the monks to unlock the Abbey gate. You may come and go as you like. Our Abbey is protected against the undead, so you can use this place as a refuge, and I'll help however I can.
You seem eager to help us. I'm a little surprised.
All these years, I thought the Legion was gone, but I always admired them and what they stood for. When I was little, I read every book in our library that had even a mention of the Legion. A childish obsession, that's what Simeon called it.
If I'm looking for Simeon, where's a good place to start?
There's another set of ruins close to the Abbey, set back into a gorge. That's the only place the monks have ever seen him. I don't think he wanders any farther into the desert.
Can you tell me what else is out there?
A temple, abandoned for centuries.
God damn
They
it,
say
people.
that it's
God
guarded
damn
by
it.
old magic from the time of the Empire. There's also a cave, the source of an ancient spring. One of our monks spends most of his time there.
God damn it, people. They locked out a whole row of abilities.
Why would this monk spend
Whole
his
set of
days in a
abilities.
cave?
Exclusive camera angles.
Paradise, very
Respecking.
old. Older than Simeon. He's been here longer than
Legendary
others.
weapons.
He believes that the cave is more than it seems. He thinks it's the reason that the temple and the vault were built here.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Oh, please tell Simeon that he is missed, and he's always welcome to come back to us.
I cannot believe it. We didn't explore all the dialogue options.
All the monks seem to follow your lead. Are you in charge of the Abbey?
We don't have a leader, not since Simeon left us.
God damn
Only
it,
the Synod can appoint
the
a
amount of
leader,
content
and
that
we're
they
not on
cut
speaking
from the
terms
main
with
game
Mother
is
Church.
so huge
As
with
for
this.
me, I'm only a sister monk. I have no title or rank.
Who built this Abbey? How long
It's
has it been?
insane.
The Abbey is only a century old, not nearly as old as the vault or the ruins. They built it to honor
It's
Saint
insane
Hiram,
the amount of
the
content
last of
that
the
they
Azunite
cut from
saints.
the
He
final
died
release
in
of the
battle,
game.
long before
Here.
the Abbey was here. Brother Cornelius wrote a book that tells the story. I'm sure there's a copy here, somewhere in the Abbey.
Humor me. I want to hear the story from you.
Well, I'm not half the historian that Cornelius is, but I'll do my best. Simeon taught me the story when I was growing up. Saint Hiram lived a long time ago, when the kingdom of Ebb was still young. He was portly and very famous, loved by all the people. After a long life of service to the church, he wanted nothing more than to settle down at an abbey in the warm south, where he was born. But the Synod called on Hiram for one last mission. The hierarchs made him their envoy, and they sent him here.
They sent him here? To the vault, you mean?
In those days, there was a whole religious community here, built around the vault. Their patriarch was Molokai, a disciple of Hathra-Unok, the maimed king. He came from across the desert, from the Empire of Stars. But Molokai abandoned the worship of Azunite for a false god. The church sent Hiram to bring him back into the fold. They thought that no one would dare harm such a beloved man, the last of the Azunite saints, but they were wrong.
God damn it.
So Molokai murdered Saint Hiram, and the Legion was sent to avenge him.
Yes, Hiram was imprisoned in the vault, tortured probably, and finally killed. The church called a crusade. They begged the Legion to slay the heretics and set a curse on them, and on the vault where Hiram died. You've seen the curse at work. The skeletal warriors and priests in the desert. They are what remains of the heretics, their souls still bound to this world.
That explains all.
100 years later, an order of monks made a pilgrimage here. They found Hiram's body, and they built this abbey on top of the vault where he died.
What for?
If this whole place was cursed, why build an abbey here?
As a refuge for travelers who have to pass through this part of the desert.
So
And
convenient.
also for us, for the monks who thought the church was becoming too political, too corrupt. This abbey has a long tradition of dissent. We're all dangerous rebels here. That's what Jane and the hierarchs would say.
We'll talk again later.
I hope so. Just be careful outside our walls. Is there anything you need?
We explore
As
this
for me, I'm
one.
only a system.
Still, you seem to be the first among equals.
We didn't explore this one.
I've been here longer than most. I try to keep the others safe. Almost all the monks are refugees. They refused to fight for Jane Cassinda, so they fled the church and gathered here. These monks are the future. When Jane
Alright,
is
and
gone,
this one is.
we'll redeem the church for all the evil that she has done.
Alright, and this one is the story that we just heard. Okay, perfect. Damn, look at the experience, people, because of all of the reading. And this has to be the body of Hiram. Reliquary of Saint Hiram. Reliquary. An ancient-looking skeleton lies upon a stone barrier in alcove behind the bier. Someone has painted a large portrait. Inspect the portrait. The rotund figure is dressed in a simple attire of an Azunite monk. You recognize him as Saint Hiram, Eve's only native-born saint. A fine golden ring, marked with the shield of Azunite, adorns Hiram's right hand. It seems out of place in contrast to his humble monk's robe. Has been wrapped in fine gold and wears a large like the symbol of the Azunite church, as from its missing hand with the ring. Those well maintained. Okay.
These are the bones of our patron, Saint Hiram. Jolly fellow. That's his portrait on the wall.
Okay. Damn, nice stained glass there. I love stained glass. It's kind of like... And we've got a side quest. Sister Gianna.
We're not supposed to ask favors of our guests, but I need your help, and I can't tell the other monks.
Go on.
All right, I'm listening.
A few weeks ago, a traveler came to the Abbey. His name was Marlowe. He spoke well, dressed well. In short, he seemed a gentleman of quality, and I grew fond of him. He told me that he felt the same. But he had debts, or so he said. He begged me for coins from our treasury, so one night I stole the key.
You believed his story? Why?
He reminded me of home. My father was Lord of Drakkenberg, until Jane took the city and murdered my family. Marlowe treated me like a lady at court. He knew all the right words to say. I should have seen him for what he was, but I didn't want the charade to end. I was stupid, and I'm sorry.
Let me guess. This Marlowe was really a thief.
As soon as I opened the treasury door, he struck me, knocked me unconscious.
And stole
Marlowe must have known
the
what I
treasure.
wanted from the start. A golden chalice
Ah.
that belonged to Saint Hiram.
Ah, yeah.
He took the chalice and left everything else. Our brother treasurer doesn't even know it's gone. Not yet.
Oh, you're in
I
trouble.
beg of you, find Marlowe and bring back the chalice. I'll put it back in the treasury, and no one will ever know.
Alright.
Do you think he's heading south? Back to Ebb?
No. There's any number of scoundrels in the desert. Maybe he's planning to sell the chalice to one of them. Marlowe is smart. I think he'll stay near the Abbey until he finds a buyer. He won't risk carrying the chalice for long. He left the gate unlocked behind him, so I know he went east. And it's only been a few days. He can't have gone far.
Okay.
Marlowe
Alright. 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 I think we can explore a bit more of the Abbey. So there's the patron. I knew it. And the other door is here. There's plenty of reading in here, people. This book seems relatively new. It was written by Brother Cornelius, or Cornelius. Saint Hiram of Kettleberg lived in the early years of our kingdom. He was a portly fellow, renowned for his miracles, which had a distinctly culinary flair. God damn it! In the later years of his life, he prepared perfect food, apparently. because they say culinary. I don't know. I don't know, maybe they have nothing to do with it. In the later years of his life, the Synod called upon Hiram to perform a especially sensitive mission. A community of Azunites had fallen victim to heresy, abandoning the worship of Azunite for a false god. This community was led by an old Agalan giant called Molokai. I mean, there are so many weird names that it's difficult to read like this. And the hierarchs believed that Hiram could bring him back into the fold. So Hiram dutifully left his home and traveled north. Or north is actually over there, where I am right now. Over there. To the edge of the Aranoi Desert. He was met there by Molokai himself. Oh. But instead of a cordial welcome, befitting an envoy of the church, Hiram was clapped in irons and imprisoned in the vault. For half a year, he suffered Molochai's torments until finally he died. Until he finally died, I would say that well. Outraged at this treatment of a good and noble man, the church synod declared a crusade. The legion marched north, slew Molokai and his followers, and set a terrible curse upon them, so that their spirits would be trapped in the world, never to return to the River of Souls. Okay. Brothers and sisters, I have lived in this the one that we read right now. It was kind of like part of a story that the sister told us. That brothers and sisters, I have lived in this part of the desert for most of my life, and I have learned a great deal about the undead horrors that infest the ruins. Let's see what we are going up against. Most of the undead are animated bones, the skeletons of the heretics who were slain by the Legion, we know that, as a result of the curse that was cast upon them by the Grand Mage Olbis. Their souls are still bound to their mortal remains. But even when their mortal bodies are destroyed, the souls of the heretics are forced to remain in our world. I have observed the so-called sandhawks in the desert, and I believe that they are animated by the souls of those heretics whose skeletal remains have been destroyed. When many of these disembodied souls flock together, they are able to shape the sand into a humanoid form that serves as a vessel to contain them. In this manner, or this way, I would say, they move about the desert and mindlessly attack any person they meet. Much of the time, the undead are dormant. In the past, they only awoken in great numbers when members of the Legion were near. So convenient. The lore, we must admit, guys, that the lore of this game is perfectly executed. In that sense, it's perfectly executed. All of the reading kind of like they took the time to perfectly tie it all together. Besides, it relates to the first game, probably to the second game as well. So incredible. In terms of the lore, this game is even superior to DungeonSiege 1 and 2, and of course, it's above average in a general sense of the rest of the gaming industry. So yeah, pretty much. We are talking about Baldur's Gate level of lore. Baldur's Gate 1, not the prostitution that Larian did some weeks ago. No doubt sensing Legion blood and hoping to take their revenge. Still, I urge you all to be cautious if you ever leave the Abbey grounds. Aridai. Okay. More lore. Pretty well hidden. See why I always love to explore every inch of the map? Because people think, that's a stupid. Why would I explore that stupid room over there? There's only lore. I hate reading. No, you shouldn't do that because you are missing on a lot of content. Ceremonial altar. An ancient stone altar stands before you. Examine. Though the braziers that flank the altar are unlit, they radiate intense heat from an unknown source. The surface of the altar is covered in a thick layer of cobwebs and dust. It hasn't been touched in a very long time. I mean, this place has so many mysteries. I think it will take us actually 2 streams to finish this DLC. More loot. This one was a bit more evident. That one was kind of like easier to see. And nothing else. Just one more reading. Old Legion Chronicle. This tome appears to be an old Legion Chronicle. One page catches your eye. In the year 1080 or 1080, 5 Legion cohorts were dispatched to or 1080, 3 different ways. I know the 3 different ways because first I learned them. I learned how to read in British, the British classic British way, then a bit more modern, and then American. 5 Legion cohorts were dispatched to the Aranoi Desert under the command of the Grand Mage Olbis. Our mission was simple: eliminate the heretic community that had taken root near our border. When we arrived in the desert, we met fierce resistance from the heretics. A few of their number were Agalan giants, the ones that I were mentioning some minutes ago, and they were well trained in magic. The leaders retreated to their vault, where they held out for almost a week until Olbis, the legionnaire, and his apprentices finally destroyed them. We all knew that the heretics were wicked people. They had murdered our beloved Saint Hiram, along with many of their own number who refused to forsake the traditional faith. But Olbis went beyond the goals of our mission. He cast a terrible curse upon the heretics. We know all of this by now. Trapping their souls in their own corpses and walling up their leaders behind the stones of their vault. In hindsight, we should have recognized the Grand Mage's needless cruelty as a warning. Later that year, he would betray the Legion and try to usurp control of the kingdom for... the idea that we didn't know this. He ended up being a maniac. Kind of like pretty similar story to Lord Gandrick, if you ask me. So the guy is still... It could still be a boss that we should fight. And this is of course locked. Probably there. We continue through there. But first we need to explore the other section of the desert. Okay. This is getting interesting. I'm beginning to see that they could have developed all of this after finishing the main game, people. They probably cut this, sadly. I'm 100% sure that they cut this from the main game, and it was gonna be part of the main game, and this is way too much content to simply develop it after you release the main game. I think we can all agree that they cut all of this content from the main game. It was already there. Alright, look at that. We have our new orb. We have our new orb there with all of the enhancements that we reviewed some minutes ago. Pretty much that looks so good. Finally I have a legendary. Besides, it has the same color as the desert. Pretty good. So we have an extra row of abilities, Deadman's Pass. An extra row of abilities that will unlock. This corpse is several days old and appears to be a Lascansi mark. The marks of a strangling cord, having cut into flesh, are visible around his neck. His body has already been stripped of valuables except for a journal, which is covered with dried blood. Been a few days since we dug up that old Azunite stash. Trouble is, I don't trust my so-called partners. I'm supposed to meet Andre and Radu by the oasis after the storm dies down, but I have a mind to find the loot and clear out before first light. I'd sooner have my back to a Dakenweir than those two. Okay. Okay. So, basically they... Give me a sec. So, they basically locked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the ones that we've been doing, plus the missions that we've been doing at the beginning. So at least 6, 7 missions behind the DLC paywall. They also locked. So this DLC includes at least 7 missions, a whole new set of lore that we could see over at the Abbey, a lot of world building and lore. There's a lot of reading, and remember that in this game, reading means experience, so you're actually locked out of a lot of experience. So yeah, pretty much, I don't know where to begin now. Looks like this will take us more than one stream. Simeon, this is the main quest of this, finding the side, the Las Pianas Pendant, blah 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 blah. I don't know, let's follow this one. Wanted, we have 2 wanted guys there, Thief of Hearts. I don't know where to begin, people. Let's just explore the whole place, and this will guide us to each individual quest, but well, we'll explore the whole place. So yeah, pretty much. Okay, this is a dead end, so we'll be in here. Mercs! Alright. Notice that the soundtrack changed to the classic Rook and Ball soundtrack once again to Raven's Reel. Sorry, not to the Rook and Ball, to Raven's Reel. We've been to so many places that I'm lost inside of the game world at this point. So yeah, pretty much. So you're locked out of a lot of experience, a lot of lore, because of that, as a consequence. A whole new row of abilities. You can check out the portrait and see that we didn't have that. Probably one more companion, because remember that the main quest is looking for one more legionnaire to recruit him. Potentially one more companion, and let me see if I get all of this right, and also extra weapons and armor exclusive to the DLC. So that's a lot. They cut all of this from the main game once they were done with it. This seems to be a Lescansi holy book. Its pages are tattered and torn, but you can make out one passage. And the old witch spoke to the assembled clans, saying, "Remember, brothers and sisters, the land that gave birth to our people, the sunset realm, Lescansa, upon the sea of shadows. It was in her purple valleys that our bloodline was born, and one day we must reclaim what is ours." Then a child stepped forward and asked the question that was on everyone's lip. "But grandmother, if Lescansa was so beautiful, why did we leave?" When the evil Sek, the antagonist of the first game, came to our land from across the coal-blacked sea, they enslaved our people and mingled their foul blood with ours. For centuries we lived as thralls, while the Sek despoiled our land. But still we did not leave, the child asked. No, even then we did not go by choice. The Imperial legions overthrew the Sek and scoured our country. They cast us to the winds, and we have wandered the empty places of the world ever since. But one day our land will be born anew. That is why we must always remember, for on that day we will return together to the land of our birth, and our exile will finally end. Okay, that's kind of like the prophecy of the Lescansi. Pretty much, in a nutshell. Okay.
Well, these men don't look friendly.
No, they don't. Try getting close, I dare ya. Am I getting healed because of my basic attacks? Because now I have bloodletting. Yeah, I basically think so. Yep, I'm being healed because of my basic attacks due to bloodletting. Mad Mate, yes, there we go. We'll need a new ultimate here. Please don't kill me while I do that. That was powerful and fast. Ah, but they kill me. Okay. I should have gone for a clone. Damn it. Let's see if I can go for a clone. There we go. There you are. Don't you worry, we'll deal with them. That was pretty close, but not anymore. There we go. I kind of like only use creative destruction when I'm really in a pinch. Kind of like it's kind of like my last resort. I don't know what else to spend my points on, because I already have this one is at full. This one's now at full. I'll use it on the healing. While Circle of Healing is active, Reinhardt takes 5% less damage. This one is solid. That one's pretty much solid. And then this one. I love this one. Adept spell casting. In the case of you, we'll do this one. But then we have two. We have two or what? I don't know. Confirm. And this one, pretty much. Defy death. It's pretty amazing. Okay. So much for Mad Mate. For Mad Matthias. Or whatever. Or Matthias. However his name is pronounced. Okay. God damn it. That's one side quest ready. Okay. So we got rid of Mad. Hey, it disappeared. Alright, good. It's pretty much a dead end, so good. We completed our first side quest this side of the desert. Of the desert, sorry. There we go. Yeah, basically now, thanks to my new orb, look at how cool it looks. I basically heal not only through abilities, but also through basic attacks. That's a huge improvement. I didn't say I don't like this. I am tempting fate. We shouldn't do that, but well. When am I going to master that clone? Let me see. It cannot be much more. Yep, it hasn't increased. Sad. So bad, so sad. Okay. I am so happy that I finally get at least to explore the DLC and to show it to all of you people, because it's kind of like one of the lost chapters of gaming history, this DLC. Pretty much no one played it back in the day. This is probably the only footage online of this. Okay. Combat has ended. Okay. Okay. Alright, you forced me to use my ultimate. You should be proud of yourselves. You should all be proud of yourselves. Ah, careful, that one has a gargoyle. There we go. That one was dealing the damage. Don't run away. There we go. Nice physics. Nice physics. The bone physics. This is a dead end, right? Ah, no. There's something there. That one is terribly hidden. A vast number of corpses were dumped into these pits and burned. The horrific scene seems to have been the aftermath of a battle, and these bones are all that remains of the losing side. They have probably been here for centuries. Okay. And there, yes, some more loot. As I've said, we are doing a 100% completion of the game. We are exploring every inch. We are exploring every inch of what this DLC has to offer. Besides, we are making history, people. This is kind of like uncharted ground. Uncharted territory that has never been explored by other gamers. I don't know. I'm pretty much sure that that we're the first one. I'm the first one showcasing this on hardcore difficulty. This DLC like this, exploring every and with a 100% completion. Pretty much. So behold, we've got several side quests here. Goodbye, good riddance. Let's see if like that I can train that ability once and for all. If I can use the ultimate clone, if I can train it, I'll have another meat shield. What's this? Ah, there's the monk that we were talking about some minutes ago over at the Abbey. Okay. We've got some loot. Thank you, that's my favorite sound. And you are brother... This guy is part of the main quest. This is brother Simeon, pretty much. I wasn't expecting to find him so soon. Okay, so this is the main quest. Alright, this is pretty much the end, so... Or is he going to let us... Well, we'll see. Let's talk to him.
You're not looking for a blessing, are you? I'm not a holy man.
This is the main quest.
Wait. Azunite's blood. It's you. The scholar, the seeker of truth. His magic born from iron and steam. The voice was right.
A voice spoke to you. Did it sound like a child? A boy?
Remember the golden boy of the Legion.
No. The voice wasn't human, nor did it pretend.
How about it wasn't him?
It was the false god of the heretics that spoke to me many years ago when I led the Legion man into the vault.
God damn it, his voice is so low. Alright, what did the voice say?
This voice you heard, it talked about me?
It told me to expect you. That's what the false god did. Said that I was meant to help you, for reasons that it didn't bother to explain.
False god?
Who's this false god? I don't know what you mean.
The Azunites who built these ruins long ago, they turned to heresy, started worshipping a new god. Always always thought it was nonsense myself, until their false god spoke to me. Only one time, though, and only in the vault. I've prayed to Azunite for years, asking for some explanation for what I heard. But my own god is as silent as a grave.
So you admit that you led Dumarne into the vault. Where is he now?
Remember, Dumarne is the legionnaire that we are looking for. It's the main quest of the DLC.
I am sorry. I wish I knew.
Can you help me get into the vault?
If you want a favor from me, then you'll have to give one in return. That's the law of this desert.
Okay.
Not far away, there's a graveyard of sorts. A piling of corpses left by your legion when they slaughtered the heretics who worshipped here. Some of the dead are more restive than others, and none more than a particular priest. He was called Zakkaeus, the Apostate. Must have been a spiteful fellow when he was alive.
So?
He wakes his dead brothers and they all go hunting for me. Get rid of Zakkaeus, and I'll see what I can remember about the troublesome vault.
Fair enough. More side quests for us. I mean, it's the main quest, actually.
Back toward the Abbey. Look for a hoard of bones where the
yeah, I know.
were laid to rest.
Yeah, we were there some minutes ago.
I'll pray to Azunite for your safe return, though I doubt he shall listen to the likes of me.
Okay, easy. We need to return to that pile of bones. Alright, we'll do this. We'll go back there, because we were there some minutes ago. Did I miss this? Yep, I knew it. I missed destroying one rock. Okay, let's see. This is... I cannot believe they left out so much content. They left out so much content from the main game. Alright, here, where we were some minutes ago. There you are. Alright, it's a summoner. Zakkaeus the Apostate. Alright. Deed gained. Enduring champion. What? What could that be? Then we'll review it. That is probably a bonus. Let's go for our ultimate. That should annihilate them pretty much. We'll heal at such a fast rate that they won't see, that they won't know what hit them. Nice try. Going down. That wasn't needed actually. Okay, perfect. Oh, we got a legendary. Defiler Rose. No, don't tell me. Don't give me that now that I just enchanted my legendary best. God damn it. Let's see. Now we have two legendaries. I can't believe it. Agility, armor, fire. Oof. 67 Chaos Vampire. No. But it reduces agility. Well, it's such a tie. Wow. The Chaos Vampire restores health when my abilities deal damage, but we'll see. For now, I think we're doing okay with our best. Okay. Oh, this is still at the Grand Chapterhouse. Alright. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Nice. So I can repeat the DLC whenever I want. I cannot believe it. They literally cut a huge portion of the game from it just to sell it as a DLC. Probably Square Enix forced the developers.
What are they doing out here?
Automaton parts. What are they doing? Yeah, right. What are they doing here? Why am I dealing so many critical attacks? Well, I don't know, but I like it. Eraser, if you don't know, don't expect us to know. You must be thinking. Well, I don't know. We'll explore every inch of the terrain. Come on, I need to train this clone. I forget to trigger it. What the? What are those? Let's reactivate my clone, and these guys look powerful enough as to use my ultimate on them, or not. Maybe I went a bit overboard there. I know there are more enemies there. Automaton scout, wait for me to arrive. Anyways, I was going over there. I was heading over there. I should have saved my ultimate for this guy. He's a mini boss after all. Oof, careful. I knew it. Dead. That's the positive thing about this game. You can die at any second. Yep, I shouldn't have spent my ultimate on those guys. Luckily I saved some seconds ago, literally. Right, let's try that again. I love how in this game you can die at any moment. Ah, they respawn, don't worry. Well, better, more experience for us. What are you gonna do? There we go. I need to remember to have my clone up at every second. Yeah, but basically the problem was that I so many critical attacks. I don't know what. I have no idea what's causing so many critical attacks from my gear. This way, please. Try getting through that. Don't worry, Lucas. We've got them right where we want them. He's using the ultimate as well. I mean, the ultimate ability that we unlocked here at the Aranoi Desert. I cannot believe it that they locked a set of abilities behind the DLC. That's kind of like gross. The developers were probably forced by Square Enix. I mean, Square Enix forced it. Alright, you've got a flamethrower, but I have mine. Crimson Flats. No, wait, we still have one more objective back here. We need to beat that automaton. There's no way to save. So yeah, pretty much I could save over here, over at the Abbey with this guy. Oh well, Abbey, at this destroyed spot. I just don't want to turn in the quest here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. No, we're not turning in the quest now. Okay. Let's beat that automaton. Alright, you caught me off guard once, won't happen. I was about to say that it was not going to happen again, but I hate that attack. I hate that attack. It kills you in one blow. God damn it, I didn't see it. God damn it, please tell me that they didn't. Yeah, they respawn, damn it. We'll go straight for that guy. All of you, come over here. We'll do this. Come over here. Come over here, all of you. Come over here. We'll go for the ultimate. Damn it. I cannot believe I was targeting that thing. Nice try. So stupid. Alright. As soon as I avoid that attack anyways, we are good to go. As soon as I recover that. As soon as I avoid that attack, that automaton is dead. There we go. Let's try that again. I need to I need to avoid that attack.
Up and about again. Scholarship waits for no man's left.
I hate that attack. I hate it. No. So I couldn't cast my clone. It doesn't even give me time to cast my clone. Oh damn it, just what I needed. Forget these imbeciles. No. Ignore, just give me the mana to cast another circle and they are dead. Oh. Or not, or they are dead already. No, ignore. There you go. That's right, attack the clone. That's the idea. Now, give me time to do my ultimate. And we'll avoid the damage. This is it. There we go. Nice try. Nice try. Well. Please, I'm dead over here, people. Thank you.
I'm not dead then? Good.
No, we're not. Oof, that one was close. Let me restore my mana a bit. Alright, let's... I need some time. Some time to recast my clone there. There we go.
Where did these automatons come from anyway?
Perfect.
Let's have a look around.
Yep. Okay. Oof, that's a tough battle. I mean, basically because you have no room to avoid the first attack. See what I always mean. The level design influences the gameplay mechanics more than we think. Alright. Where's Mon Baron? Don't go away. We still need to explore this zone. One of the mechanical arms of this automaton is still largely intact. This is another one of the side quests. Stamped into the metal are the words, registered to Professor Jabberhack of the Stonebridge Collegium. As you examine the automaton's limb, its hand unexpectedly comes loose. Thinking that it might be of some value, you take it with you. Alright. Thanks. No one south of the Aranoi would believe it, but it appears that automatons and skeletons fought a fierce battle here. Curiously, most of the fallen skeletons are not badly damaged, despite the typically destructive nature of automaton weaponry. Okay. So we had that, we finished that side quest. This is what we just saw. Can I destroy that? Nope. Okay. One less side quest. And what else do we have? I cannot believe that they locked so much content behind this DLC. I cannot believe it. I mean, it's been 2 hours and we've done so many activities. So we have wanted professor, find professor. You found evidence. Ah, well, we haven't finished it. Lied the others. The thieves of hearts. This one we still need to do it. You discover a corpse of the country adventurer. Or the treasure. Okay. You have several side quests. I think this is the end of the map. Anyways, I'll save just in case this locks me out, because this is the main quest. Talking to this guy.
So the undead priest is slain. You have my thanks.
Let's see.
Now for my side of the bargain. The key to the vault. And all that I remember of Dumane. If that's what you want to hear.
Yes, please, do tell us. This is the main quest.
Just after the fall of the Legion. He appeared at the gate of the Abbey, and of course we let him inside. Father Abbot, he said to me, I must ask a favor of you, and I beg you not to press me for the reason why. There is a vault beneath this Abbey, and the prize that I seek is within.
Okay.
Not for my sake, but for one whom I love. Then he asked me to help him enter the vault, and I agreed.
Why did you help him?
I knew him. Why would you do as he asked?
Perhaps because he was a legionnaire, an enemy of Jane Cassinda, and I had it in my mind to defy that evil woman who had led our church to ruin.
True.
Or perhaps because my faith was strong in those days, and I believed that Azunai's hand had guided this man to me.
What was he seeking?
This prize that he sought. Did he tell you what it was?
No, but I assumed it was the same prize that lay at the bottom of the vault, the greatest treasure of the faith. As to what that treasure may be, everyone who hears the story has a theory of their own. The vault guards its secret well.
Have you noticed that the left eye of this character is kind of like a bit closed? This is something that I've seen in this game several times. I know it's a stupid detail. It may sound like a stupid detail, but it's not. When we were at the foundry last time, and we did the mission, the workers, iron forging workers, kind of like a pretty heavy duty. They also had eyes like that, kind of like making a contrast that they weren't scholars. The same for this guy who is here in the middle of a desert. He has been haunted by ghosts for a lot of time. What I'm trying to say is that the developers took the time to try to reflect not the agony, but the sadness of those in need, the NPCs in need in the game. And that level of attention to detail is rarely seen, because they could have gone for a generic NPC face for everyone and call it a day, and that's it, and that's it. But no, they specifically designed this guy's left eye a bit more closed than the right one. And I know it sounds like a stupid detail, but it's a sign of attention to detail.
So you told Dumane
The same
to know?
for the factory
Yes,
workers.
and together we found what he needed to enter the vault. I insisted on going with him into the vault. Thought I could help, though I didn't know how. My courage only lasted until the first chamber, and we heard footsteps behind the walls.
Oh.
Dumane asked me to wait for him there. He knew that I was no warrior, and the vault was not safe. So he went on without me, vanished into the dark, and I waited for him until...
Until what?
Something happened, and you fled.
Indeed. That was when I heard the voice. It told me that my work was done. It commanded me to leave. And coward that I was, I fled the vault, and the door shut behind me.
Dumane trusted you to wait for him. He was trapped in the vault because of you.
So you abandoned your friend because that's what you were told to do? By a voice in your head?
The voice was real. It foretold my meeting with you, and that proved to be true enough. But I never saw Dumane again, nor do I know what became of him, or his noble goal, whatever it truly was.
Anything else?
Is that all you remember?
Anything else?
The whole story?
The whole story? No. But it's all I'm permitted to tell.
You have to be kidding me.
I gave my word to a friend that I wouldn't reveal anymore. And that is one promise I will not break.
You also promised to wait until Dumane will come back, and you fled though. Alright, how do I enter
So how
it?
do I get inside the vault? You promised to tell me.
Very well, but there is no lock, no key. The vault is sealed by a very old magic, and one can only get inside by performing a certain ritual. The rites were set down by the Azunite priests who built these ruins centuries ago, before they turned to heresy. You'll need oil from their sacred cave not far from here, and you will need the recitation inscribed upon a tablet in the old temple.
Where exactly is the tablet? Do you know the layout of the temple?
No, I never went inside. Dumane insisted that the risk was too great. When he returned, he said that he found the tablet in a central chamber, protected by guardians and traps.
What else can you tell me about the cave?
A monk named Aranoi spends most of his time there. He's a fellow from the Abbey, even older than me. Quiet man, but pleasant enough.
Okay.
In the deepest part of the cave is a pool of sacred oil with some ancient bones nearby. Aranoi believes that the bones belong to some kind of holy animal.
Holy
He
animal.
also says that the sacred oil was born from the creature's blood. But he's lived in that cave for half his life, so believe what you will.
All right, I'll figure out the rest on my own.
Okay.
The door to the vault is at the back of the Abbey. Light the braziers with the oil, speak the words, and the door should open.
First we'll do the side quests.
Sister Eleanor misses you. She wants you to return to the Abbey.
Yeah, go back there.
A proper monk shouldn't have conversations with heretical gods, nor should he abandon a friend in an ancient vault, never to be seen again.
Go back to the Abbey, otherwise you'll
Tell
get
Eleanor
killed.
that I am no monk worthy of the name. This desert is precisely where I belong.
Okay,
Farewell to
whatever.
you, and may Azunite keep you safe.
Alright, if you want to stay here for the rest of your life, your choice. So you live in here. Not very pleasant. At all. Okay. Okay, people. We have a new quest, Oil and Blood. And let's see if we can find the rest. We still need to find this Professor Jabberhack, another wanted, and Thief of Hearts. And Thief of Hearts. Okay. Okay. Travel to the Azunite Temple. Pretty much the only way is through here, so we'll push a bit more. And yes, indeed, because we still haven't opened the vault, this will take more than one stream. Exploring all the DLC will take more than one stream. Spider eggs. I smell spiders. Hey, this is the second shrine. Good. Let's recover some mana. Alright, we'll... Okay. Because my clone is attacking. It's attacking them. Good. I think we're done. There we go, with the combat. Let's wait a bit. The inscription says, this flame is dedicated to Saint Elisheba, whose defense of the weak gave birth to our faith. We pray here in her memory for the courage to defend our friends from harm. Alright, second shrine activated. There we go. You're unable to use the elixir. I cannot believe they locked out the ultimate abilities behind this. Alright, you remain in power. Alright, I'll. Ah, damn it, I wanted the other one. I wanted this one. Serious Wrath. Further protect the user for a short period of time. Alright, so this is basically invulnerability. I can already heal, so I'll choose it now. Alright, I almost forgot. Oh, we are invulnerable. Look at that. Pretty short though. Damn it. No, I didn't save. Shit. Ah, damn it. I guess this is it for today. We already talked to this guy, right? No. Tell me I saved after talking to this guy. I think not. No, Shared Destinies is still there, goddammit. Goddammit, well this is for today, this.
And now for my side of the bargain. Stop just and he asked me to help him enter the vault. And as to what that you or perhaps. Sir, it told me that my work was
Alright.
but I never saw demonic.
Alright.
So you'll need oil from this. What else? He also says that the sacred. All right, the door to.
Ready. This time I'll save. Okay. I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen, because the mobs have respawned, as you can see here. And well, no. Goddammit. Clearly I'm getting tired. Clearly I'm getting tired. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it for today. I know that today we haven't analyzed the gameplay mechanics, the level design of the game or anything like that, because basically we've had the privilege of exploring this sacred and forgotten part of gaming history. This is basically sacred ground of the gaming industry, because this DLC has it's pretty much Uncharted in the sense that almost no player played this 11 years ago. So it was my privilege today showcasing this amazing part of gaming history that has been unexplored on hardcore difficulty and with a 100% completion. We will finish all of the side quests once the Automaton didn't respawn, right? No, it didn't. We'll explore the rest of the Aranoi Desert and the mysteries of the Treasures of the Sun DLC as we progress, as we make our way through the Aranoi Desert next time, ladies and gentlemen. No, it didn't respawn. So yes, thanks to all of the followers of the Twitch channel from the bottom of my heart, to all of the subscribers of the YouTube channel from the bottom of my heart, and to anyone in general who might have taken the time to watch this as either a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. This is so far I am delighted to savor this forgotten DLC of the gaming industry, because basically no one played this. I'll need to charge my joystick next time, right? Yeah, I'll need to charge my joystick. I'll need to charge my joystick for next time. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, to all of you from the bottom of my heart. As I've said, anyone who might have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD, now that we finish the stream, Thanks from the bottom of my heart. Also, thanks to the 29th. I'll repeat this next time. Thanks to the 29th subscriber of the YouTube channel from the bottom of my heart. Today, please understand that I was way too eager to explore the Treasures of the Sun DLC. So I didn't realize, I forgot that I had to thank the 29th subscriber of the YouTube channel, but thanks from the bottom of my heart. I'll repeat it next time. And as for the rest, we'll continue exploring the Aranoi Desert and its secrets on Tuesday. We'll continue on Tuesday. The DLC, I thought that it was a short DLC, but it wasn't the case. It's pretty long. It's pretty long. As you can see, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know. And be sure to stay tuned as we get through the rest of the Aranoi Desert and the secrets of the Treasures of the Sun exclusive DLC on hardcore difficulty in this with a 100% completion, in this 100% completion walkthrough that we are doing of Dungeon Siege 3, one of the most beleaguered games of the 7th generation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. See you all on Tuesday, and we'll continue unraveling the secrets of this incredible unforgotten part, this incredible part of gaming history, basically. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. See you all next time.